Hi YouTubers, Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to the hot lead zone, and here's the problem. We got arrows for our archery with vanes or fletchings knocked off of them. That's the problem. Here's one handy solution made by the Knapp Corporation Quickfletch Twisters. And what they are these vinyl type sleeves with fletching on them. And all you do is put these over your arrow and then immerse it in the boiling water for 10 seconds. It'll shrink right down and you've got yourself a nice new set of fletching on your arrows. Show you how this works. First thing is inspect the arrow to make sure that the arrow is worthy of doing the repair. After all, it costs $3 for one of these fletching sets. And so make sure that the arrow is still straight. Two ways to do that. One is sight down the shaft like this. The other way is roll it on a flat surface, and if it rolls like that and you don't see it wiggling all over the place, it's straight. Show you one that is bad. Take this arrow, not worth fixing because the knock's been blown off of it, and if you sight down it, you see that it's not straight. So if you try and roll this one, it won't roll. This one's not worth repairing. We'll put that off to the side. These other ones, as you can see, they all roll perfectly. So we got 6 of them all in need of repair with new fletching, and you got 6 of them in this package, perfect. Now the first step is to take off the old fletching, and you can use any razor blade or sharp pocket knife, but I'm going to use this Glock field knife. Now you know about the Glock field knives. You'll see them on YouTube where the guy's taking this thing and hacking through a cinder block, hacking through 2x4s and this kind of thing, sticking them into a wall and standing on them, things like that. They're very rugged knives, but they're also very sharp. You could shave hair off your arm, but I've already shaved the hair off my arm, so I don't have any. But you could do that. Take your arrow and just simply put your Glock field knife at a low angle and shave off the old fletching. Now you got some left. Just like shaving, you want to get as much of that off as you can. Make a stroke doing it. Now I'm doing aluminum arrows on purpose here because I don't have a easy way to damage the shafts that way. But this will work on carbon fiber also. Just be very careful that you don't cut through the carbon fiber. But you see that we're cutting off that Now you don't have to remove every last little bit of it. Just get as much off as you can without any damage to the shaft. So you see, there we go. We'll just go ahead and do the rest of them. After a while, you get pretty fast at doing it. Now it's not necessary to remove every last little bit of it because it'll actually help to stabilize the new vinyl sleeve as it shrinks down over this. We'll just wipe all these off. We're ready for the next step. Now this Glock field knife is one sharp son of a gun. You cut yourself just looking at it. Comes in a nice scabbard that clicks in there, and you unclick it and it'll go on your belt. You can click it together there. It's a nice little belt scabbard. They've really thought this knife out very well and made it with quality materials. Something like $24, $25. Make great gifts for Christmas. Okay, so then you'll notice that when you take this out of the package, that they're folded in there nicely, where there's two of the colored fletches on one flat and one, what they call the cock feather, and these are the hen feathers. They're not feathers anymore, they're veins, but this is the one that you want to have lined up with your nock. So you put it on so that the nock, the bowstring is vertical, and then this cock feather, or the odd colored one, usually the white one, is going to be vertical with the bowstring. Like that. Now to get the level right, some people measure the old arrow and try and get the same distance, but it's not really critical. I just like to line up the little clear vinyl part right with the top of the nock. And if you do that with all of them, they'll all be uniform. And one thing you'll notice that these are called twisters. Quickfletch Twisters. Well, the reason why they call them twisters is because the rate of twist of the angle of the vein is actually a little bit more aggressive with these, so that what you've got here is the equivalent of faster rifling. You've got more high-speed rifling here with these. So there you go. It's all lined up in this direction, all six in this direction, because we got the clear section right at the top of the nock, and it's lined up with the white vein to be parallel with the bowstring. And some like to cut this part shorter, but no need to do that. You can if you want to, but I'll just go ahead and leave them that way for now. We're ready for the next step, which is the boiling water immersion. This ruined arrow makes a very good handy gauge to figure out how deep the water is to immerse the whole thing, and it goes right to the top of the orange. So here I got a nice container, one that you can run through the dishwasher afterwards, so that any chemicals that might come out of this will be cleaned up. You might run it through the dishwasher twice so that the next time you use this for human consumption is fine. But anyway, you put that in as a gauge, put that gauge in, and you'll see that if you fill the water up to the top of the section here with boiling water, it's plenty to immerse. And since it's necessary for Northern Californians to conserve as much water as possible, that way there'll be enough water for all Californians. One way we can do it here is we fill this with water, pour that into our pot to boil the water, do our arrow immersion work, and then we'll save the water, let it cool off, and pour it into the garden. So YouTubers, here's our boiling water, here's our arrows. We just dip them in. Seven, 8, 9, 10 seconds is all we need. Pull it out. Do the next one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just do the next one. 8, 9, 10. What could be simpler? It pulled them right down onto the shaft. And that little bit of roughness left because we didn't quite take all of the remaining fletching off just makes it even better weld there. I don't know about you, but that's not gonna move. Now there is a warning that if you put this into a real hot situation, like in the trunk of a real hot car, that this could melt a little bit. But if you don't do that, this is not gonna move. This is not gonna come off. Well, YouTubers, proof is in the performance. So I took those brand new fletched arrows out and shot the first 6, and you see 6 in the gold, little bit on the high side, 4 into a quad, and 2 of them pretty tight to the left. I like these fletches. Give you a close-up look at those, YouTubers, so you can see the quality, and look how smooth that is. Can't tell them from new arrows, really. I have here 6 arrows that are as good as new. Could be carbon fiber just as well. But we're going to be able to enjoy these again. YouTubers out there, take care. Bye for now.